Welcome back everyone, I hope you all doing good, having a great day. This is Apollyon and today I will be testing RTX 4070 Ti with Ryzen 3900X Diablo 4 server slam. You can see all the stats on the top left. I will be going through. Currently the game is running with no DLSS or frame generation. We are not using the DLAA either. And recording with OBS Studio. Standing in the first town of the game that has the most performance impact I have seen. So this is where we are standing currently, and OBS Studio has around 10 to 15% impact on performance for me actually here. But anyways, so what we're going to see is I will turn on DLAA, that is deep learning anti-aliasing. That makes the game look a lot more sharper. So let's turn that on, and by the way, every single thing is turned to ultra here. You can see every single thing is turned to ultra. So what we're going to do is first let's turn the DLAA on, deep learning anti-aliasing. This will make your game look a lot more sharper, but you cannot use the DLSS, that is deep learning upscaling technology. But anyways, let's see the performance impact here. Not all that much, but the texture look a lot more sharper. I'm not sure if you guys can see that on YouTube. It has some compression, but the texture does look a lot more sharper. The character here on the right side, it looks a lot more sharper. And this is how I would actually recommend you guys playing the game, even if you have 30 series cards or if you have a 40 series, then running with DLSS 2.0 is I would not recommend that because there is some performance impact. Not the performance, but the image quality is not all that sharp, especially with the texture. And so what we're going to do now is let's turn on the DLSS quality, and I'm not sure if you guys will able to see that, but let's see how much performance we can gain from having DLSS set to quality. We are running at 1440p, and you can see we are able to gain few more frames, but we end up running into GPU bottleneck. My GPU is actually bottlenecking me currently, and that is not good. So using DLSS with 40 series for me with Ryzen 3900X is not great. So what we can do now is to gain some more performance and avoid that bottleneck is turn on the frame generation. And our baseline for FPS is already so high. If we turn on the frame generation, there is hardly any artifacts and the image quality stay as good as native. It doesn't have that DLSS to aliasing with the texture. That is what I noticed. So what we're going to do is turn on the DLLA. That gives us better image quality overall, and then we will be turning on the frame generation here, and our frame counter is set to 240 because that is the max refresh rate of my monitor here, Samsung Odyssey G7. And now you can see actually on top my GPU is running around 97% utilization with frame generation. So the technology itself is really good. I hardly feel any latency because our base frame rate was already so high. There is hardly any latency you can feel with the game here, and this is how I would actually recommend you guys playing. Trust me, it looks really good. I'm not sure how it will look on YouTube with compression, but right now here the texture look really amazing. There is no artifacts with anything on my screen. What we are going to see is let's you can read the name of this player here. There is no artifacts on the text there usually that you see in the frame generation, because our baseline is so high with the frame generation. You don't see any artifacts with any text. So in my opinion, this is freaking fantastic. Let's unlock this. And yeah, this is how I will be playing my game. I'm sure uh, you guys don't have to use the frame generation tree if you have more powerful CPU. It won't give you bottleneck on 40 series, or if you're running the game on 4K, I'm sure I won't have the bottleneck, but I like that high frame rate on my monitor, and this is how I plan on playing the game. I would try and see the latency here. I'm not sure if I can. Let me see if there is any way here if I can turn that on. Sorry about that. Performance. You can see some other details here. I'm not sure if there is don't see one here. I'm sure I'm trying here, but you can see everything here is the same detail. Anyways, hopefully this video was helpful. I would go and do some dungeon, but the performance remains same. If the game is running good for you in this town, then you can go do any dungeons, kill a bunch of enemies. It won't affect you. And for me personally, this is the best result. And again, I'm recording this using OBS Studio. If I were not using OBS Studio, recording this on the same machine, I would have more than 200 frames right now. So keep that in mind. Anyways, signing off. Leave this video a like if it was helpful to you. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next video. Till then, as always, have fun and take care, guys. Later.